Welcome to Jurisdictionary's Lawsuit Self-Help, What It Takes to Win. Want to know how good lawyers win their cases and why bad lawyers lose? This introduction to our famous Jurisdictionary lawsuit course will explain and get you started on the road to winning lawsuits. Good lawyers know the key to winning, while bad lawyers and amateur lawyers fumble around in the dark, unable to unlock their case, unable to open the door to control the court. The key to winning is simple, actually. All that's needed is to know a few basic tactics and how to carry them through to control the court. Firstly, all winnable cases are based on valid claims. That's the bedrock of our legal system. It may be loss resulting from breach of contract, fraud or trickery, medical malpractice, or a criminal act. If the plaintiff's case isn't based on at least one valid claim, then fancy tricks and clever arguments will do little good. He has no claim to win. The defendant's job, then, is to prove the plaintiff has no claim and get the case dismissed. If the plaintiff has a winnable case, based on at least one valid claim, then he must prove his claim with admissible evidence. The defendant's job is to show the plaintiff cannot prove the essential facts that support his claim. Sound simple? It is. Maybe not as easy as a 1-inch putt, but simple once you understand what we teach. Just remember, every winnable case is based on at least one valid claim. In order to win with a valid claim, the plaintiff must do two things. First, allege the essential facts of his case, and second, prove those alleged facts with admissible evidence. The plaintiff alleges his essential facts with his complaint. If the defendant cannot get the case dismissed by moving to strike or dismiss it, then the defendant files an answer and affirmative defenses. The defendant's job now is to show the plaintiff does not have the greater weight of evidence. His job is to show that he, and not the plaintiff, has more evidence in defense of the claim. Every claim must meet certain legal and factual requirements to avoid dismissal for failure to state a claim on which the court can grant relief. We sometimes call these claims causes of action. Every cause of action must allege certain fact elements depending on the type of claim. For example, a cause of action for breach of contract must allege ultimate facts to support three elements. Number 1, existence of an enforceable contract, promise, or agreement. Number 2, an act by the defendant that constitutes a breach. And number 3, money damages suffered by the plaintiff as a direct result of the breach. Many plaintiffs fail at this initial stage because they write a letter to the judge instead of drafting effective pleadings. Many defendants fail because they don't focus their energy on disproving the plaintiff's essential fact elements, allowing themselves to be sidetracked by issues that ultimately have no consequence in the case. If the plaintiff alleges and proves all the essential fact elements of his case, he wins. If the defendant shows the plaintiff has not alleged all essential fact elements, or that the plaintiff cannot prove all essential fact elements he alleged, then the defendant wins. Of course, winners know and use their 5 discovery tools to get at facts that lead to evidence that will prove their case. Winners know and use the rules of evidence to get those facts admitted into the record, just a few pages in the official rule book. And winners know how to move the court to enter orders that grant the relief they seek. Moving the court is done with motions, backed up by written memoranda that state the issues and cite appellate court cases that explain how statutes, rules, constitutional provisions, and common law principles limit the judge's discretion, preparing for a successful appeal. An appeal that's unlikely if you do all these things we teach. When the court sees you've done your homework, cited controlling appellate decisions, and presented your case with the greater weight of admissible evidence, you win. Failure to do any of these things results in failure. Do all of these things the way we teach, however, and you maximize your chance of winning 10,000-fold. To learn more, visit us at jurisdictionary.com.